Lovely, lovely. So do I start or yeah, do I start now? Hi everyone.
Yep, over to you.
Okay. Now I was looking at today's schedule. I'm given 40 minutes. Am I right to say that? 40 minutes? Uh Confirm?
Yes, 40 minutes. Yep.
Okay, I was looking at the schedule. There were of today's schedule, there are two more than 40 minutes. One is the 7 steps sales process, 45 minutes, and one more is lunch break. So lunch break was 60 minutes. So lunch break more important than mine, and 7 steps sales process more important than mine. Based on the amount of time. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. I just want to start by saying Nolly asked me whether I want to speak on the 9th or the 10th. And I chose the 10th. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to know why? Today is a very auspicious day for me because I ordered my first SD501 on the 10th of October 2010. So today, 11 years ago, I placed my order, which I received the product 3 days later from Hong Kong. So this team started with this day, 11 years ago. How coincidental. And many lives have changed, yeah? So 10. What an amazing divine coincidence. Okay, I have a few things I want to share. Some I promise will be new, some will be repeated because the points of success are still the same. Okay. Now I'm going to speak a bit slower because of translation to Malay. Yeah. Now here is the bad news. The bad news is most will not succeed in this business. Why? Because most are not willing to do what it takes. Although in magic is simple, it is not easy. Example, who likes to take rejection? Nobody. And those many not willing to take enough rejections. Okay, so now I like to mention those who are willing to follow certain keys of success. Success is yours. Okay, so here are some important success traits that many do not end up following. Okay, in other words, those who follow these success traits will have a great chance of succeeding. Okay, so you choose which category you want to be. Number one, many are not willing to ignore noises when we do this business. Yeah, not many are willing to ignore noises when we are doing this business. What are the noises? Number one, noises of entertainment. It's called variety show, movies, and computer games. Many are not willing to give up those for us a sustained season. Are you willing to give up some of those, all of those for a sustained season? Yes, Netflix. Sorry, I forgot. I don't. Yeah. Number two. A very common mistake. Okay, listening to the opinions of distributors who have stopped doing the business. When is the worst time to stop doing the business? After you go 6A. Have we seen many stop doing the business after they go 6A? How come? Because they are doing it wrongly. And guess what? Some of you have begun listening to people who stopped doing the business. And if you say this business cannot do, you are right. For you. You are right, but for you only. Now, What else? Listening to the opinions of successful people in other fields. Just because they are successful in other fields doesn't mean they understand network marketing and Kangan business. Maybe you who are using Kangan water now used to criticize Kangan water, and maybe you are successful in your own field and you made the mistake not knowing about water and you criticize, and today you say Kangan water very good. So listening to the opinion of successful people but not successful in MLM and Kangan. Just because they are successful, you don't learn how to climb Mount Kinabalu from Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is 23 Olympic golds. The second most is only 9. But he has no relevance in teaching you how to climb Mount Everest and Mount Kinabalu. So, if you are willing for your ear to be pulled towards people's opinion who are not succeeding, who don't know enough, then you will be one of those that will say cannot do. And you are right, for you. But the flip side of the coin is, if you see people like Saiful Mualim, and Sifu Chin, and Dennis Kong from yesterday, and so on, and they are still succeeding. New people coming in are still succeeding. And if you listen to them and you believe it's possible, you are also right, for you. So my point is, most will not succeed because the ear will go to the wrong side easily. And they are right. Okay, so listening to the wrong opinion, associating with the wrong crowd. Why? When we face negative, we face rejection, our ear very easy to listen to the negative people. Is that true? If you all agree with me, type 1, because that is human personality. We tend to absorb the negative faster. Okay, so both are right. Both are right. Choose who you want to listen to. Very important. Okay, next. The flip side of the coin is listening to those who are having sustained success in Energic. There's a slight difference having success now and having proven sustained success. Okay, listen to both, especially those who are still succeeding. Because I'm sure when you succeed, you want sustained success in Energic. So place more priority in people who have sustained success. Okay, now, the people who have sustained success will tell you what are the key points that is important. Number 1, everybody will need to adhere to this thing called all-out massive action. Okay, I probably will not go and elaborate too much about all-out massive action. Okay, all-out massive action will be something like, take on a slogan that I took on for the first 9 months of my business. I will do today what others are not willing, so that I can have tomorrow what others do not have. Now, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who know my journey in the last 10.5 years in the business, do you think I have many things that others do not have today? It's because the first 1 year, 1.5 years, I was willing to do during my first year what others were not willing to do. I had no life. I took no day off. Okay, some of you know I'm a Christian, and I tell my Christian friends who want to do this business, the first 3 months, don't go to church. You take it in the right context, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, yeah, but you understand what I'm trying to say, yeah? Focus, because momentum is the currency of this business. This business is not easy to create momentum if we do not fully plus 10% focus on the business, fully plus another 10% need to focus, because momentum is more important than sales. Example, team A every month gives me 80 units. Very good. 80 units is good. But team B, this month 5 units, next month 9 units, following month 17 units, the following month 25 units, then 33 units. Team A still 80 units. Then team B after 9 months is 40 units. After 15 months is 100 units. Then 150 units. Do you understand what I'm saying? Momentum more important than sales. With momentum, sales will come accidentally. Okay, so teach people AOMA to create momentum. Okay, I am not going to go into all-out massive action too much. So you can take this and pen it down and say you learn it from KBS. You want to use my name, don't want, it doesn't matter. Momentum is the currency of this business, not sales. Sales is an accidental result of momentum. Next, and how does momentum come? Sacrifice. You need to duplicate that sacrifice, not just at your level. Okay, now, the next thing that people choose not to do for those that do not succeed is to understand the clarity of this business. It is all in the vision of Mr. Oshiro and Inegic. True health to the world. Body health, financial health. When you have these two, you have peace of mind. Yeah, now listen. Many people operate as if true health to the world is body health, and some more body health. The little Malay that I understood, I think Saiful Mualim was mentioning, need to look for builders. So right. Listen, in the English wording, the next two words sound very close, but the meaning is totally different. Selling French fries and selling franchise may sound very similar. Action is totally different. Maurice and Richard, nobody knows about them. 1940s, they started. Efficient, one of the first few fast food business. They sold hamburgers and French fries. It's called Maurice and Richard McDonald's. The restaurant was called Speedy. Yeah, they were efficient in their business, in selling hamburgers and French fries. But nobody knows who they are. But everybody knows who's Ray Kroc. Can you see with clarity the difference between selling French fries and selling franchise? So there is a huge difference in that clarity. So can I implore all of us, don't be a Dr. and Professor Kangan. Don't be an expert on knowing so much about the water. Or at least that is the perception you should give. I rather you, under your arm, you are, instead of, while nothing wrong with reading the enzyme factor and the microbe factor and healing cancer, not people, nothing wrong with all this. Read by all means for your belief, as Saiful Mualim was saying. But more important, I rather you put under your arm books like GoPro, books like Who Moved My Cheese, books by Buck Hedges called Parable of the Pipeline, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Know about business, the Kangan business. Know about duplication and simplicity. Remember true health to the world, not one health to the world. Okay, so if you cannot remember what I say today, remember momentum is the currency of this business. Number two, there is a huge difference in clarity selling French fries versus selling franchise. Huge difference. Okay, I'm not going to elaborate on the difference. I think you understand. That one is a training in itself. It takes 2 hours to train that, 1.5 hours maybe. Okay, then many people are not willing. You see, when I sell French fries in Energic, which is Kangan water machine, I rather you guys call it Kangan business more than Kangan water business, to help people understand that little extra clarity that it is a franchise more than French fries. Kangan water business and Kangan business, in my opinion, gives a slight difference in clarity, yeah, but slight difference only. Okay, now, you see, if we sell Kangan machines, we look around for sick people, high blood pressure, gout, and so on. Guess what we will find? Many customers, many good income through 8 Point. And after our contact base finishes, and because we've been selling French fries, we got no more contact to sell to, and our downlines are not doing because we didn't know how to sell franchise. We stopped doing the business at the worst time, 6A. Why? We got no more enough contacts. Most important is to start from beginning to be able to sell franchise. When our contact base less and less, it's okay. Our downlines are doing the business and we have overriding. Okay, listen guys, overriding money in Energic is better than direct sales money. Let me elaborate why. Now, let me see. Let's say I sign Zahid as my 4A. Okay, and 4A, if he is a K8, I think it is 5,000 ringgit Malaysia, right? I think so, right? 1250 times 5, times 4, 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. Now, if Zahid were to sell 1 unit, I also make the same amount. The gentleman that designed the complaint is saying, since overriding is the same, hey, sell the business more than the direct sales. Huh? So in other words, look more for people who are sick in the wallet and the bank account. Then look for high blood pressure, gout. Yes, look for network builders. Are you all getting clarity? If you're getting more clarity, type 2, please. Thank you. This is so nice to see. The next thing, the people that are succeeding on a long-term basis, they are having a long-term outlook. Long-term outlook means they are not focusing on the 8 Point. They are focusing on acquiring and training leaders. That is long-term. They want to earn the 111 ringgit per machine for 6828 level bonus. I think it's 111, is it? For the monthly and quarterly put together. Yeah. People who focus on many 111 ringgit, more than 5,000 ringgit for 14A sale. Understand what I'm saying? Many 6A2 bonuses, many small bonuses. Small bonuses times many and keeps coming is better than 6 point sale. You never walk alone. Yeah. So listen, guys, focus on the long term. I give you an example. If I plant mung bean, green bean, in 5 days' time, I can harvest and I have bean sprout to eat. Yeah, I have bean sprout to eat. Now, but harvest one time, no more. No more. Okay. But Long term means I'm willing to plant durian seed. Maybe short term a bit, I do marketing, but I still need many years. And for many years, sometimes nothing to take, no fruit. But imagine when the first durian start appearing after 10 years. It keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. So imagine the durian plantation person. He doesn't have long-term view. After 9 months, he give up the project. Then you and I don't have durians to eat today. Yeah. So be willing to see long-term, long-term, long-term. Okay, I learned from this guy called Pitbull, the singer. Pasos kotos vistalaga. It means short steps with long vision. Long vision. Okay, take your steps short day by day, but with a long-term view. Okay, ask any leaders, where do they see themselves in year 2030? They will have some form of an answer. Okay, now, what would be considered long-term view? One of the fruit of long-term view means rejection is part and parcel of this business. Part and parcel of this business. Rejection also means, a long-term view also means I will focus more looking for builders than to look for users. In the words of a distributor in Malaysia, he says, this is like building roots for a tall tree. Okay, now I have 3 more pages. Okay, if you all are getting value so far, type 3, please, to encourage me. Thank you. Now I have 20 minutes more. Now, what then if we build with the okay? I like to mention the disadvantage of being an independent distributor. Disadvantages will be no one's forcing you to do anything. You have to be living with a large dream. Now, Kalu, if you are being paid 5,000 ringgit Malaysia for a job, you try not going to work. But the problem with being an independent freelance distributor is you have to have a large dream enough to wake you up and willing to make that next call, the next WhatsApp, and the next presentation. So be wary that it is a different position to what most of us are used to. That's the main disadvantage of being an independent distributor. But what about the advantage? The income is unlimited. Okay. Let me sell some dreams to you guys. Okay. If you all agree with me, without leading to medical claims, Imagine by far, Kangan water is by far the most effective health-related product in the world. There is nothing that comes close to that. Type 5, please. Nothing, right? Nothing, nothing. If used correctly, even the very healthy will feel the difference, right? Now, with that point alone, we should be millionaires. How come many of us are not millionaires? We give in to distraction, listen to the wrong opinions, and get affected by rejections, not seeing a long-term view. People's opinions of us matter more than our dreams. Okay, these few things. But if we can overcome these things, based on the fact that the water by far is the best health product in the world, we should be millionaires. Even if Mr. Oshiro doesn't pay good commission, we should be millionaires. What more Mr. Oshiro pays? Phenomenal commission. So, can I suggest increasing your workload by not listening to wrong opinions, by adhering a long-term view where rejections doesn't matter, knowing this is part and parcel of this business. All the successful go through rejection, or no bluffing, okay, by eliminating the desire for entertainment for a while. Since Energic Kangan water by far is the best, even without a good complaint, but now with a good complaint. So what can happen? Here is potentially the dream I'm selling you guys. Number one, in Singapore, I give a rough estimation at my age 55. At 55, if I have 1.5 million Singapore dollars in my bank, I still cannot retire financially. Because living in Singapore very mahal. Yeah? There is no kampong to retire to. But if I have 10,000 Singapore dollars per month passive income, I can retire. I wouldn't say I can live very lavishly with 10,000. But my point is, why want to make money when in Energic, through looking for builders, we can create wealth, we can create passive income. So today, I want to sell the dreams to you guys. Passive income of 300 to 500,000 ringgit Malaysia per year. I'll show you how later. Okay, 300,000, technically speaking, passive income, I think you can retire in Malaysia. Am I right to say that? 2 million cannot in the bank, cannot retire. Number two, you hit a point, you have improved energy and strength. Number three, you wake up excited. Why? Because you touch so many lives, including your own. Now, what has happened since COVID-19? COVID-19 has caused my business to grow quite a lot. COVID-19 has caused Energic globally to grow quite a lot. Why? Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to earn 2-3 million ringgit per year, 1-2 million ringgit a year, you need extra skills. But if you want to hit 200,000-300,000 ringgit per year, because of COVID, something has changed. Meetings no more confined to, oh, I got no meeting near my area. Oh, the meeting is in don't know where, Penang. No more, because meetings are all now going into people's living room because of COVID. Agree? Therefore, the availability of meetings today is no more a reason not to do the business. Example, 326 people are in this meeting now. So to earn few 100,000 ringgit, you need only one skill. I'm saying don't stay at a skill only. But to earn a few 100,000 ringgit per year, work hard in learning this one skill, how to invite people to attend meetings. In my opinion, one of the best in doing this is Bryce Chow. Bryce Chow is very, very, very good at knowing how to invite people for meeting. I need to learn from him. I haven't, yeah. And look at the success of Bryce Chow. So guys, the most important skill is to be able to invite people to attend good meetings. Okay. So know that today, it's a lot easier to do the business because of this one point. But I got bad news for you. That means we have to work. No more excuse already. No more excuse for your success, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot bluff already. Last time we still can say we don't have the skill. Okay. Now, so I like to go to the potential of this business. Potential of this business, yeah. Today in Malaysia, you can go to World Health Organization. The number of deaths, cancer deaths, World Health Organization will give breakdown by country per year. According to World Health Organization, for my country, 12,000 people die from cancer every year in Singapore. 5.3 million people, 12,000. Developed country, advanced country. So are more and more people getting cancer in Malaysia? I will say yes. It's also the trend in almost every country. Does Kangan water help the body to fight against cancer? Notice my choice of words. Does Kangan water help the body with high blood pressure? Are more and more people having high blood pressure in Malaysia? I would say yes. Diabetes? We know what Kangan water does for diabetes. What about gout? What about skin problems? Now, what about the other side of the coin? People whose wallet and bank account sakit. Sick, financially sick is also a sickness. Only doctors don't call that a sickness. Are more and more people in Malaysia needing second income? Are more and more people in Malaysia needing a change of income stream compared to 3 years ago? Yes. Answer is yes to all this. Are we capitalizing on it? Or are we listening to the experts in other fields to tell us that this is not working? Your choice, huh? If you think cannot work, again, I say, you are right for you. What about people who have money? Are more and more people with money feeling empty? When I approached Sam Sia, I knew Sam was quite rich. I didn't know that rich, huh? But he was looking for something to do. Now, today he has publicly spoken. Yeah, he says this thing is a whole new world. Who's heard that before from Sam? Yeah, whole new world. He's so excited about the purpose. So people who are fiscally sick, people who are bank account sick, and people who need purpose, growing. Our market potential is growing. The way we need to do business at the first level is getting simpler, inviting people only. Yeah, and let the event do the work. So when you put 2 and 2 together, business potential growing on all fronts. At the first base, the first level, business getting easier and easier. Okay, now some changes here. I'm winding down now. Some of you who follow me on Facebook, you may know that I just bought a China-made car, American brand made in China called Tesla. Okay, I waited 2 years for Tesla Singapore to open. I placed my order on February 10, and I only got my car in September. Now, there will come to a point when more and more people have cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, blah, 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 skin problem, need second income, need a change of career, need more and more purpose to touch lives and all that. And Enagic may come to a point where they cannot produce fast enough. When will that happen? It didn't happen to Tesla immediately. But today, Tesla, we got to wait very long for the car. Beginning, there was don't have that problem. But soon, when your product gets out there, it serves the needs. Okay, listen to a little research I did this morning for you guys, for us. Years ago, there was this thing called Ericsson. Years ago, there was this thing called Microtech, Motorola. Years ago, there was Razer, Motorola. And then later, Ericsson merged and it called Sony Ericsson. Then, of course, the famous Nokia, BlackBerry, Palm, O2. Then I think in June or July 2007, the world started changing. It's called iPhone. And overnight, many of these got wiped out. How can people be buying $600 phone those days? Today, guess how much is the iPhone 13 Pro Max 1 terabyte in ringgit Malaysia? And people line up for it and wait for it. 7,599 ringgit Malaysia. 7,600 ringgit Malaysia. But it didn't happen overnight. Expensive is not a problem, ladies and gentlemen. The trends will come where people willing to pay 7,600 ringgit Malaysia for an iPhone. It wasn't that position last time. And guess what? It doesn't even come with a charger. iPhone now comes without charger. Wow, 18,000 ringgit K8 no installation Things like that will happen more and more as the need that Kangan can address to grows. Question: how much of the new and upcoming sales will belong to you? Those of you older than me or around my age, who would have thought 7,600 ringgit Malaysia for a phone today? Except those special one, gold-plated and all that. Okay, those are fashion. And no charger that comes along with it some more. How much is the charger? The power plug is 99 ringgit and the MagSafe is 179 ringgit. Must pay some more. Who would have thought of that? Now, my question. Who can see a future with me where Energic cannot keep up to the growing demand in future because the truth will get out by people who believe? Okay, let me tell you a certain trend. When I started the business, company could never see 5,000 units a month global. Never, cannot see. For 1-2 years, just 4,000 plus, 4,000 plus, 4,000 plus. Then suddenly it shot past 5,000 and it went straight to 7,000. 7,000, 7,000, 8,000, 7,000, 8,000. Couldn't hit 10,000 except for 1 or 2 times the special campaign. Not counted. Then past 10,000, boom, went to 12,000, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13. Now it's hovering at 15 to 17,000. Okay, those of you doing the business long enough, you know Energic is not a perfect business. A lot of admin problems. Daniel Dimakali, who's been in this business 15 years, told me, I don't care what you see, what problems. Somehow the volumes every now and then keep going up. It just happens. Somehow, in spite of its problems, it still happens. So now I like to ask you guys, before the company hits 25, 20, 25, 20, 30,000, 10 years down the road, whatever number of years, how much of the increase is yours? How much are you willing to listen to the right people? How much are you willing to work with the right clarity of true health, not One Health? How much are you willing to duplicate AOMA? How much are you willing to take long-term views compared to short-term views? One of my leaders, I don't want to mention names, I'm very proud of him. He will complain to the company, corporate office, because some of his team members are giving price discount and it's short-term view and it distracts. And he doesn't like short-term view. He hates short-term view. I'm very proud of him for this. My mentor called Eric Worre says, don't lie. The truth is good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, the only time I endorse as your upline that you lie is you tell them, tell your people your product, how good, you make it less good. How much sales potential, make it less good. That kind of lying is called underselling. I endorse. Okay. Now, time is almost up. I like to paint a couple of last few trends before, if MC is okay, open up to some 2 or 3 questions facilitated by MC. If not, it's okay. So number 1, no health product comes second close to Energic. Okay, the French fries. Okay, the French fries. So this is how I see it, ladies and gentlemen. Junior 4 is like a Toyota Camry hybrid. SD501 is like a E53 Mercedes or E43 Mercedes. And the SD501 is like a Bentley Flying Spur. Okay, I like the car. Then what about the other brand of water ionizer, like Seaway, something way, okay, or this way, that way? What about all this? All those are not even kancil. All those are bicycles. They have wheels, they are transport, but don't compare price. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a world of difference with our product. So even without good commission, without generosity from Mr. Oshiro, we should make a success of our life. Number 2, with meetings available to our living room today, where the only skill needed at least to hit a certain amount of earning is to invite people. We are no more excuse. Yeah, I don't know how to do, cannot use anymore. Okay. So with these two in mind, the last trend I want to mention, Enegic is a 47-year company with less than 1.5 million in the world. I want us to believe in the potential and in yourself. I want to end off by mentioning Dare to Dream Big. When my team was doing 1% in the first few months of my Kangan business in 2011, 1% of global volume, I said to do more than 20% of global volume every month. I'm proud to say, because of the team and because of Large Dream, today the team is doing more than 20% every month. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you, as I discover me and my potential, I am telling you, you are not different. I believe in you as well. Because when I discovered my potential, I also discovered your potential. I, as your upline, believe in you. Question, do you believe in yourself? So I just like to hand over to the MC. Anything, any question, or yeah, if not, I've ended here. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Master Sifu Bernard Chan. Now we open the floor for any questions from our participants. So if any participants got any question they would like to ask directly to Master Sifu Bernard Chan, please drop them in the chat box and we'll read them for you.
Ya,
Okay, you facilitate the question.
untuk bertanya soalan.
Yes.
Terus kepada Sifu Bernard Chan.
Okay.
Adakah boleh type dalam ruangan komen?
All right. Do we have any questions from the participants of Virtual Kangan Business Seminar 4.0? Or maybe they're quite shy.
Can the host allow me to share screen? I want to share a funny picture just to prove a point. Can the host?
Sure.
Okay. I'm unable to share screen. A facilitator. Just one picture only.
Yes.
Okay, now co-host. Okay.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier I was saying something. I'm saying that COVID has changed the way we do business. Yes, certain parts not so good. But the best part is meeting today is ushered into our living rooms. And as a result, we are able to do meetings like that. This is what I'm dressed in now. My point is, things have changed. Are you capitalizing on on the? I'm just having some fun, but there's some element of truth today. You understand what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, capitalize on the change. Yeah. So anyway, if no questions, yeah, I believe I will be hearing many new promotion from you guys.
Right. Actually, we have one question. So if our team could scroll up a bit,
yes.
There's just one or two questions that we came to see. Bawah sikit.
Boleh, bawah sikit.
All right. So, okay. So this one's coming from Haji Abdul Hakim Mansoor. So the question is, can Kangan cater the market for 1 million stocks?
Okay, Mr. Oshiro has always told me that it's not a problem, it's scalable. But truthfully, in my humble opinion, if the sales sharp rise too fast, yeah, there's going to be teething problems. Even without the stock shortage, we also face teething problems. But with teething problems, somehow, eventually it gets over. So if the factory cannot match up to it for a season, I think it is a good problem. Yeah, question is, can we give that problem to Mr. Oshiro? Can we give the company that problem? Yeah, so let's give the company that problem. It's all about
Let's give the
scalability.
problem. All right.
Yes, yes.
All right. I think that is all the question that we have. Any last words, Master Sifu Benajan, before we proceed with the next agenda?
Yes, I just want to say, be willing to do today what others are not willing, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can have tomorrow what others do not have. Not just confined to Master Sifu Noli, Zahid, Saiful Mualim, or Sam Sia or Bernard Chance, but you say, whatever that you see of us, you look yourself in the mirror and say, you are the next. Yeah, that's all I want to say.